At the end of 2022, we had an update which released level 6 rebels into the game, and alongside them, the ability to upgrade currently the free-to-play PvP sets to 1, 2, 3, and 4 stars through materials obtained from level 6 rebels and the prerequisite researches which are also added in the refinement tree here with equipment advancement 1, 2, 3, 4, and then all the way to red quality at the end here. So the last video I made on this, it was right after the release of the update, so we didn't really know the ins and outs of how this system was going to work, what to really expect. And now it's been several months, we know a lot more than we did back then. We've had more time to figure things out. Some new things have been released to the game, such as Battle Diamond packs. So there's more information that can be shared to bring some clarity to Gear Awakening to players out there that are wondering about it. So the focus of this video is going to be going over the specifics of how much is required to upgrade gear past the default gold rarity up through 1, 2, 3, 4, and also the hidden 5th star red quality, even past what is shown here. Since this is a very significant part of high-level account building now, and I will do some follow-up videos going over this because the likes of Glorious is in quite an interesting position for even top players right now, because at red quality, this weapon here, for example, would go to 90% cavalry attack, and Gold Glorious sword right now is capped at 25% all totals, so Gear Awakening and Battle Diamonds is paramount when it comes to maximizing your stats as much as possible for every player out there, including even max accounts at this point in time. Before I get on to the maths that I'm going to show, quickly I will overlay the pack progression of the Battle Diamond pack, since that has been released into the game, and I would imagine quite a lot of people out there don't know the full pack progression of this. And you'll see when I show the full data and give rough timescales on how many Battle Diamonds you'll need, how much time you'll need to get all them without directly purchasing it. You'll see that if you want to rush this in any reasonable amount of time, you may have to try sourcing Battle Diamonds from the likes of here in the short term at least, but that will only be the priority for a very, very high spending player, of course. So I have here in a Discord tab everything you will require at each stage, all the way up to red or divine quality. I've omitted the gold cost here because there are gold cost reductions throughout, which makes this very awkward to track those numbers. But I would imagine it's the Battle Diamonds most players will be focused on anyway. The Fantastic Dust, realistically, should never overly be an issue at all. You get so much of it in comparison to Battle Diamonds, and even the Battle Diamond packs itself gives it in excess also. So Battle Diamonds is really going to be the bottleneck material here. You see it starts here at 80 to go from default gold rarity to 1 star, then there's a jump of 50 for that 2nd star, a jump of 70 for the 3rd star, a jump of 100 for the 4th star, and a jump of 160 for the red rarity. I know when this was first released, some players were scared that this was going to double each time. It isn't quite as bad as that. And you can see down here the total summations of what you will require to fully max one piece of gear. So this is one piece of gear. That will mean, say, just the infantry attack sword in the Sun Spear set, for example. To get that all the way from gold to giving 90% attack, this is what will be required. And you have the same maths there for getting a Kingsguard piece all the way to gold, all the way to red. That will of course just be triple the numbers listed here. So I am data tracking, with the help of my friend Dell, what the average hit of a level 6 rebel will give in terms of Battle Diamonds and Fantastic Dust with and without Honor Token, and I will release a video more in depth of that when I have a greater sample size. I'm only about 150 hits in so far. It's a new project, so I'm not going to treat the maths of that as gospel right now, but with that data set for now, it would take me approximately 1,755 level 6 rebel hits with honor token to get a Kingsguard piece to red. Of course, you can divide this by 3, and that will be what is required to just get one piece of gear to red. That is obviously a very, very high number. And when you look down below, with my motivation costs, it's for me with 3 gold pieces, 3 purple pieces of Mountain Clan. It's 2,500 motivation to hit level 6. It would take me about 4.4 million motivation and 292.5 days worth of battle command regeneration to max a Kingsguard piece of honor token. So this is obviously going to be a very, very long-term project for all of us. It isn't as bad, honestly, when you divide this by 3, and you're only at about 3.5 months to fully red one piece. So if your approach is, say, your frontline health neck and your main troop type attack, weapon, and offhand, you can actually do that in this same time period. And if you kept on top of it, theoretically you could have already redded, without spending any BD on anything but honor token, a piece of gear of your choosing and already be working on the next piece, which, while still very, very long term, there will of course be more ways of obtaining battle diamonds added into the game. They were just added to the Iron Bank, actually. I believe that was yesterday. So these will become easier and easier to obtain, and I will likely do a video at some point soon going over how I would prioritize upgrading your gear with battle diamonds and the gear awakening. I've delayed it for quite a while because it's actually a very difficult topic, because it's not a one rule fits all thing. If you have things like purple or gold glorious necks, you're going to want to delay the necks in favor of like the weapon or the offhand. If you don't have glorious necks, you may want to prioritize the neck pieces yourself and focus on the Kingsguard neck, because you can run your main unit health and attack necks and the Kingsguard piece, so your priorities will be a bit different because of that, but I can go into all the variables of that in a future video. If you want to steal all of this data, feel free to just screenshot it from the video and post it wherever you want, and I will have more videos coming up very soon going over the ins and outs of gear awakening and points of discussion when it comes to decision making around it.